Okay, I have just spent some time preparing myself, and now I know exactly what it is, what I want to say while I'm riding my bicycle here, and I'm going to tell you about it. So, the 4th of July, Independence Day, is of course a very important day in the United States. That's where I live. I'm a US citizen, I'm an American, and I'm all about individual freedom. But how can there be individual freedom if we don't have the language of individual freedom? And we have the freedom of speech, but the freedom of speech has gotten us stuck with disembodied language. And disembodied language is the way of talking in which we're endlessly arguing and disagreeing, and we're never actually really quite agreeing on anything. And so we have become more and more divided because of our usual way of talking, which is disembodied language, in which we don't listen to ourselves while we speak. We make other people listen to us, but we're not listening to ourselves. And yes, even though we are successful in getting other people to listen to us because we're so important and we're so knowledgeable, we're so famous and we're so powerful, then we're still not listening to ourselves because we are always listening to others. We never listen to ourselves while we speak. We never engage in what I call embodied language. So with the 4th of July coming up, are you going to do it? The experiment? Are you going to spend time by yourself to acknowledge that, wow, I'm always engaging in disembodied language in which I don't listen to myself while I speak. I'm always engaging in this way of talking in which I try to get others to listen to me. I never engage in this way of talking that Maximus Peppercamp, this man who is riding his bicycle, who's talking with you right now, I never engage in his embodied language. Embodied language, which is the language of individual freedom. Because embodied language is the way in which I express who I really am. How can I have missed that? Yeah, that is something you gotta tell yourself. I don't care if you tell me. I don't care about your problems, why you are not having this and why you keep repeating the same misery and the same problems and the same conflicts. To me, it's all incredibly boring. It is boring, it is unintelligent, and it is offensive. It is a betrayal of your individuality. It is a betrayal of what actually the United States of America stands for, or what any country that is in favor of individual freedom would like to have people experience. Because how can you have individual freedom without having the language of individual freedom? Yeah. Okay. I'm just asking you this question, and I almost already know that it is not very likely that you're going to do it. You're not going to do what I'm asking you to, and it is not because I am bad or I am not explaining it, because you want an explanation, right? You want to be convinced, you want to know if it is legitimate what I'm saying, and you want to have a book about it, you want to do a course about it, and there's all these reasons why you're having an excuse to not do what I'm asking you to do. So that is the situation, you want a scientific paper, you want empirical proof, you want, what else do you want? You want a leader, right? That's too, right? You want someone to guide you, right? You don't want to do what it takes to have embodied language. Yeah, you want a community to belong to. You want somebody else to help you. No, that's not how embodied language works. And so, okay, 4th of July is going to come, and it's going to come here real soon. And most probably there won't be anybody that is going to contact me and that's going to just bravely, honestly, sincerely, authentically let me know, yes, Maximus, I've read your work, I've listened to your videos, I have started experimenting, I have totally verified what you have said all along, what you have written all along, what you have also numerous times run by the artificial intelligence from Google, Gemini, and artificial intelligence from X, Grok. Yeah, your exchanges with these artificial intelligences have been really enlightening. I get it, what you're talking about. I totally get it. Let's have embodied language with each other, yeah? Because that is my proposition for 4th of July. 4th of July, we should be all celebrating 4th of July with embodied language. If we haven't accomplished embodied language by 4th of July, we have failed ourselves. We have failed our country. Yeah, we have failed the country in which we have individual freedom. Yeah. What have we done with this individual freedom? We have completely wasted it. And we have taken it for granted. We have not used it to acquire our embodied language. And I tell you, these individual freedoms, they will vanish if we do not acquire the language of our individual freedom, because the language of the group, this embodied language, is gonna numb us, is gonna overwhelm us, is gonna outlast us. It is going to overpower us, as it has always done. Yeah, the individual has always been overpowered by the group. And for as long as I'm alive, for as long as I'm capable, I will continue to promote, and of course it is just a word, but I'm just having nothing else better to do. I have already got what I suggest you do as well. Morning. I already have embodied language, so it's up to you. And yeah, if you don't do it, I will continue with it. And you will miss an important opportunity if you don't do it. And it's your loss, not mine. And I will be here on 4th of July talking like this, having embodied language. And I will be laughing about all your problems. I will be laughing about all your complications and all your excuses and all your ridiculous, what is it? Your ridiculous defenses, because you defend against this. You want to read a paper. You want to have some person of authority to acknowledge that this is true. You want somebody who is enlightened or so, some guru to tell you. And I'm not a guru, but I am enlightened, I'm only a master of myself, and I tell you, unless you become a master of yourself with your embodied language, you're missing out the most important thing of your life. Because how can you be happy? How can you be who you are if you do not have the language with which you express your own individually lived experience? You cannot. You are not. And you will forever remain an idiot, yeah? And by an idiot, I simply mean that you are not yourself. You just pretend to be something which you're not, which you cannot be, because it is not true, yeah? What I'm saying here is true. I have no problem saying this. And when I was just saying that I had rehearsed it, you know, I was just joking, of course, because there's nothing to rehearse, yeah? I simply say what I'm capable of saying and what I want to say. And you can do the same. But if you're going to do it, that all remains to be seen. Yeah.